Hey everybody, it's Mr. Delusive and today I'm doing my devblog for the usual. I don't have much to show for this week because a lot of the work was repetitive and well, it was all code. The code has jumped as I thought. I don't remember what I said, how much lines of code there were going to be, but yeah, the game is now sitting at 25,000 lines of code from last week, which was, I think it was at 14,000. So that extra bit was 11,000 lines of code. And it's quick to show off, like, it's all the star map stuff, like this is the usual. And now, so I've added that, before I show off this, I haven't finished the star map yet, but when you click back, it delays by 3 seconds to fix that bug. Actually, it was like 1 second. But there was a bug where, I think you saw it last week, where if you click, so if I line that up there, if you click here, and when you click back, because it was instant transition, it would click back and then the transition would happen and the button would still be detected as down and you'd press the system again. So now there's that delay. And I have to add a transition effect, which I'm thinking of to make it look decent. And what I've done with all the code is I finished all the rest of the system. So like this one's a boring one. So yeah, it's all working like that. And you can target them. The only thing I have to fix is, I've clicked on that system. The only one I have to fix is the arrows aren't pointing to your current location on this screen. It was working. I don't know what I did to remove that. So this arrow is supposed to be pointing at the system you're in. And the other thing I have to do is add links to the system. So say you're in Delusia, I only want you to be able to warp or gate warp or whatever to a system nearby. So like at the moment how it is, you can pretty much click say Tian and then click there and then launch, even though there's no map. And you can go from Delusia to Tian, and that's not the functionality I really want. I just want, so like you're here. Then in this system, I want to have a warp gate, I think I'll call them. And say like a warp gate here, and you have to fly to that. And then when you're at the warp gate, then you can select your destination in a different system. So I'm still figuring out how I want that functionality to work properly. So I might come back to that, because for now, this is all as I want it with the targeting and that, and all the planets are done, even the full version planets. So that's all ready to go. Just like this one, bright sun. I made the planets bright as well. So I'm really wanting to get all the maps ready to go for that, which is going to take a while, and that's probably going to be the most important part. So yeah, that's what the brunt of this week took up, is making all those planets. And I mean, they're all done now. I think there was a total of 350 or 400 planets, and I still have to do stations and those warp gates, and I have to do asteroid belts. But that's all. Yeah, just the stations I'm dreading, because even the ships took me a while, because I suck at drawing the artwork. I mean, the planets are a bit easier because I've got the texture and I kind of know it's kind of easier. It's easy to just kind of make a sphere or a circle, and then you spherize and you add effects and stuff. So the planets are easier to make than the ships were, even though I think the planets look way better than the ships. So yeah, I think I showed off the new ones, but they're all done now. I'm not going to show off all the other ones. I'll let that come to when you play them. So the other thing I did was, after the planets, I wrote all that code, which was pretty much copy and paste a lot of it, change up a few of the variables. And then I did the credits, and that was all I've done this week. But I've also fixed those minor bugs, and I added something because I've been holding off to show it off, but I've put a few of them in already. So I'll let that play out. I'll show the credits as well, and you'll see. So if I turn this up. Start from here. So the music, if inside of that, so I put the sound morph. There all the sounds are from, and the music. Maximilian. I love the songs, they're amazing. Turn it down a bit, but like I love the music, and it's really cinematic, and like I was thinking to take it in a different direction prior, but hearing his music a while ago, and with the sound design as well, and what I'm trying to do with the planets, I think a cinematic direction is what I'm trying to go for. And like especially with the action, I really want something over the top, I guess. But the music I just love. So I'll show you some of the other ones as well. was just to show off how the music kind of plays into the game now. But I'm changing that up as well soon once I put more the songs in. So pretty much like what you'd hear on this screen would probably transition into the gameplay. And then as soon as combat starts, the game will switch to a combat track, like the more action sounding ones. So just pretty much like how other games do it, I think. So yeah, like when the action's about to start, the music will change, and then when the action stops, it goes back to the ambient ones. So yeah, and as you saw in the credits as well, so I licensed 10 songs so far, and as soon as I know where they're going, and I'll probably need more, and yeah, so he's said he's happy to make some more, and I license them. So yeah, and he's a great composer. I think I've really enjoyed his music, and yeah, I mean that's what made me go for it. So yeah, and as well, I'll link his SoundCloud to this video. Well, that's part of our license agreement anyway. So yeah, if you like the music as well, check his SoundCloud out, and yeah, support him as well. But yeah, guys, that's all I've got to show off for this week, and what I've got planned for next week is, so I'm changing up the player ship movement system finally, so it's going to work properly, like a acceleration based movement as well. I'm going to have the ship turn to where the mouse is pointing, so that'll make use of the mouse a bit better. And because the ships are the enemy ships are flying all over the place, you'll want to shoot on the sides and behind you. So yeah, the only thing is you will be able to face those ways, but your movement will always be static forward, like upward. So you press WASD, and W moves you upward in the screen, A moves you left, and it doesn't matter which way you're facing. And with that as well, I'm going to add so I'm going to create like a sphere and a circle, and cut that into a quarter, and then so you're moving forward, I'll just have it's kind of like a shield taking a hit or something, and when you're moving in that direction, that'll show, and that'll be some visual feedback for knowing you're moving as well. I'm going to try and figure out how to do a sound when you move, and that'll be getting louder based on your acceleration, but I'm not sure how I'm going to go about that, but that's what I want to do. And yeah, but the acceleration movement system, I already know what I'm doing for that at least, so that'll be first there with the with that visual. So that will be first thing on the agenda for this week, and then probably start making new weapons and everything, because I was going to do the market system, but I know I have to make all the items before I do the market system, because yeah, to get it done properly, and then yeah, I'll go from there. So hopefully next week I'll have a lot of good stuff to show off with the changes to the gameplay, and I might even start changing the maps to where I want them to be, and then yeah, do those weapons, maybe show off a bit more weapons. So thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.